YouTube land, and today we're going to talk about Andrew Yang's going to steal our porn. Oh, people are going nuts because uh, they have this idea that Yang is going to steal their porn. So, just so you know, so you can be informed, he's talking about restricting it for people who are underage. If you watch the Dr. Oz show, he recently did an episode where he was talking about the effects of porn. And they were talking about how a large percentage of younger underage girls who were having sex for the first time were traumatized and they didn't feel safe. And the reason being is because their counterparts had been watching porn and this is their education for porn. So, and because porn has gotten more violent as of the last, decade, and there's a lot of choking and pulling hair and explicit stuff that I'm not going to say because it's family friendly most of the time. Um, so, because this is what they're seeing, this is what they think sex is, and therefore these counterparts are being extra rough with these girls and traumatizing them. And so this is important because once again, Andrew Yang is thinking all around about all of the different effects for people's lives, and having a not sexy, a healthy sex life is very important. And if you have a bunch of girls who are feeling traumatized by sex, and they're not, they're looking at porn and they're seeing, oh, this is my role, not feeling comfortable, you have to think about the mental health and what this is doing to these young ladies. I know if I had a daughter, I certainly wouldn't want her first time to be being choked and being scared because he just unexpectedly chokes her because he thinks this is what she's going to want, pulling her hair, slapping her, spitting on her. Things like this. It's not appropriate for kids. Now, yes, back in the day, I was guilty. I mean, a lot of people are guilty of watching porn. It's whatever. There's nothing wrong with porn. Occasionally I indulge. There's nothing wrong with it. But for kids, especially with the way that things have progressed in a lot of the videos that can be found, and it's easy, you can pull it up on your phone. So these kids have a lot of access, and it's harder for parents to have control. This is not to take away parental efficacy, but it's to help them be able to control what their kids are able to consume. So no, Andrew Yang is not trying to take your porn. For all those who think this and are freaking out, that I've seen on Twitter and that I've seen in not magazines, but online news sources, that's not at all what he's doing. He's doing what a president should be doing and thinking of the whole picture. Um, you don't just, like, effects of stuff like this don't just happen tomorrow. In most cases, these effects manifest years later. So if you have girls going through trauma now, and especially if it's your first time or you're going through years with a boyfriend who's treating you like this, think about the impacts that are going to happen later on. What she's going to deal with. Sorry, airplanes decide they want to interrupt me all the time. But think about the trauma that's going to happen and what this could happen. She could stay in abusive relationships. She could think that this is love. She could think that this is the way that it's supposed to be, not enjoying herself the full time. You know? This has impacts in the fact that when the body is stressed, you have a hard time getting pregnant. This has mental effects. You could get PTSD, depression, anxiety. There's so many things that could happen. It's actually very dangerous. So, like I said, Andrew Yang thinks of the whole picture because this could really impact things in the next like 10 years when it comes down to drug abuse and all kinds of things. So you have to think about what he's proposing and all the different things that he's offering to help Americans. It's a pretty clear choice to me. But this is yet just another reason why I want to vote for Yang and why people should. If you're a father, think about it because none of these other people are. Anyways, y'all have a wonderful day. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sorry I'm not posting as many videos as I was doing before, but Those of you who know me know that I wasn't working before. Now I am. I have an amazing job, and so it kind of takes up my time, but I'll do as many as I can. If you have any requests, I will do any videos that you want. I had a request for a reparations video that is coming shortly. I'm still doing a little bit of research on that one, so it will be coming shortly. Everybody have a wonderful day. Remember Yang Gang. If you are not registered as a Democrat, register as a Democrat, because otherwise in the primary you will not be able to vote for Andrew Yang. You can switch back to Republican if you want after you do it, but make sure that you are registered as a Democrat so that you can vote. I know where I am right here, we can actually go ahead and go in. They ask you whether or not you're Democrat or Republican. Last time I made the mistake and said that I was liberal or non-whatever. And so I wasn't able to vote for Bernie Sanders. So this time I know to say Democrat so I can vote for Andrew Yang. Please do the same. Please tell people, spread the word, because this is important. We need him in here. This is going to change the face of our country. So it's so important that we get him in. There's so many reasons why it's almost dangerous to have Elizabeth Warren in there. She's got a lot of half thought out plans that could really backfire. And so, yeah, it's very important. Anyways, everybody have a wonderful day. Stay positive, and I'll see you later.